Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be my 37 and 38 week update. There's a lot to update on. This is like my last couple weeks of this pregnancy, so there's probably going to be a lot of updates coming up. So I guess let's just get started. So I guess I'll start with my doctor's appointment last week, because I do have doctor's appointments pretty much every Wednesday at this point. So I'll start with last week's appointment. Weighed 178.6 pounds. I have been getting a lot of sharp pains in my cervix. It's just the more the baby drops, the more it's almost like a pinching sensation. My lower belly's a little sore, my abdomen. That's just sore just because of all the weight and the pressure, which is completely normal. I don't think I updated yet for Halloween. I know that was a couple weeks ago, but I ended up going trick-or-treating with my son. And we walked around and went trick-or-treating for probably an hour, maybe a little bit more. And I went home. I was in so much pain. I was so sore. I've been getting a lot of lower back pain, mostly on my right side, my lower back. My husband is very good at giving me massages, especially if I walk a lot. I've noticed it's getting extremely hard, even when I have errands to run, having to walk back and forth from Walmart or whatever store I'm going to. I get very tired. I get very out of breath very quickly. Pretty much doing anything lately just takes everything out of me. I just don't have a whole lot of energy. I have energy when it comes to nesting, decorating, cleaning, but having to walk and being on my feet for long periods of time, it just is draining. So also at my 37-week update at the doctor's, I had to get the group Strep B test done every pregnancy. They usually test you around 35 to 37 weeks pregnant. So that I did get tested. They told me that I would find out at my 38-week update. This last week, I ended up putting my Christmas tree up. I've been decorating, and the nesting has really taken over. I find myself cleaning the same things over and over again. My house is literally so clean right now. I don't think it could be any more cleaner. So I know we're getting close, because once you start getting to that phase, I get anxiety when my husband comes home, because I don't want him messing up anything. I don't want my son messing up everything. I just want everything perfect, so when I do give birth, I can come home and everything is perfect and ready to go. My husband and I did all of our outside yard work. We raked leaves this week. I ended up organizing my entire shed. Went through a lot of my son's old baby stuff. I found his old bathtub, which I have to clean, and then Evie can use that. I found a couple other things that I can definitely use for her. One of the symptoms that I have been having the last week or two, my hips hurt extremely bad, especially at nighttime. Sleeping on only my left or right side. There's so much pressure that my sides get very sore. And I heard that your hips start to get a little sore the more the baby moves down into the birth canal. So maybe that's an early sign of things starting to happen. I don't know. Every time I get up or get out of my bed, I'm just hoping my water will break. I want to give birth so bad. I want her out. I say it every single video. I just feel so ready. My bags are officially packed. All my last minute things I finally got my disability papers and everything else that I have to bring to the hospital. So at this point, I can pretty much load them up in my Jeep and just pretty much wait. So when I do go into labor, we're pretty much ready to go. I'm feeling very anxious, very impatient. It's just a part of your pregnancy. I know with my son, where you just feel like you're going to be pregnant forever. I know I still have about a week and a half left before my due date. So, and like I said, my son was a week late. I'm hoping she will come maybe right after Thanksgiving. She will come when she thinks it's time to come. A lot of people keep telling me all the things that you can do to make labor happen. You can eat pineapples, you can go for walks, you can eat spicy food, you can have sex. I did all that with my son. He was still a week late. It doesn't do anything. I'm not going to eat spicy food when I suffer from severe heartburn already. So now on to the more, I wouldn't say serious, but it could be. So when I did go to my doctor's appointment last week at my 38-week update, I did get tested for the Group B strep in my 37-week doctor's appointment. I was informed at my doctor's appointment that my test result did come back positive. So for anybody who does not know what Group Strep B is, it's a bacteria that pretty much 30 to 40% of all pregnant women carry. You can be positive for it one day, negative the next. Not really sure how you get it or anything like that. It's perfectly normal. It pretty much means when you are in labor, you have to be on antibiotics for at least 4 hours, and then you're usually like in the clear after that. The entire time you're in labor, they will give you another dose of the antibiotics. So if you're in labor for 10 hours, you will get it every 4 hours and so on. If you do not get on the antibiotics, what can happen, it's a very low chance, but what can happen is the baby can suck in a little bit of the amniotic fluid. And if you're not on the antibiotics, the baby can get multiple complications if the baby gets the Group B strep. A couple of the things that can happen is pneumonia, bacterial meningitis, kidney problems, spinal infections. There's a huge list of everything that can go wrong. I was not really informed when they told me I came out Group B positive. So when I went home, I ended up doing some research and looking up on the internet exactly what it was. And then I started to freak out a little bit because you don't want to hear all these complications that can harm your baby. Now, if you are Group B strep positive, for you, it does not harm you at all. You won't even know you have it. Most women do not. The only reason most women know they have it is because they get tested at 35 to 37 weeks pregnant. The only thing it can harm is your unborn baby. And when your baby comes out, it's while you're pushing. Even if you have a C-section, your baby still has a chance of getting it. But the risks are very low on getting it, which I did talk to my doctor this week. I told her I was freaking out a little bit about it. Like I said, if you can't be on antibiotics for 4 hours, I was a little concerned. What if you give birth quick and you don't have the time? All that means is they will keep you in the hospital a couple extra days just to like monitor the baby a little bit closer. I think if you're not on the antibiotics, there's like a less than 5% chance of your baby getting it. But of course, me going on the internet, watching videos on YouTube, you tend to hear and see more of the horror stories, the negatives, more than the positives. But my doctor reassured me everything will be fine. And instead of waiting and laboring at home, pretty much as soon as I start laboring or my water breaks, to get to the hospital sooner rather than later. And to just let the nurses know that I am Strep B positive so they can get me on my antibiotics right away. So it kind of did ease my mind a little bit now that I did a little bit more research. But what I don't like is when the nurses do tell you, oh, it's not a big deal. 40% of all pregnant women have it. But it can be a big deal. Like if your baby does get it, that's major complications that can come along with it. So I think they should definitely do a little better on informing you what it is and what potentially can happen to your baby if they do come in contact with it. I did have a doctor's appointment yesterday. So this is pretty much 30, let's say 37, 38, and I'll just update you guys on my 39-week update, which was, I went to the doctor's yesterday, so I'm just going to tell you guys how that went as well. So I weigh 181.8. So I've gained another 3 pounds. So probably in the last 3 weeks, I've gained about 6 to 7 pounds. So I'm at a total weight gain of this pregnancy so far 21 pounds, which is still not bad at all, especially since we're at the very end now. She can come anytime. We did go over my labor and delivery, what I'm expecting, what I want, what I don't want. With my son, they did not offer epidurals at the hospital that I gave birth in. They do offer it now since it is 6 years later. I'm not going to go right to an epidural right away. There's other things I want to try first. I would like to try laboring in the bathtub. She said I can also take some hot showers. I can bounce on the bouncy ball and just kind of walk around. So I will try all that. And then if the pain is just intolerable, then I will get the epidural. When I do go into labor, it's pretty much whoever's on call is who you get. So I like all of them, but definitely the one I just met, I really did like her a lot. I'm hoping she will be on call when I give birth. Thanksgiving is in about a week from today, I think. So I'm hoping I will not be in the hospital for Thanksgiving. But, I mean, when she wants to come, she wants to come. I'm still working my normal schedule. I have been waking up in the mornings, and I can just tell my body is just kind of not feeling it anymore. I do plan on at least sticking it out until after Thanksgiving, and then we will go from there and just kind of see how I'm feeling. I do have a couple days off next week for the holiday, so I'm going to get all my last minute nesting done, even though, like I said, my house is clean, but your house can never be too clean when you're about to give birth. I'm just so ready. I'm so ready. I was nervous at first because labor is no fun, let's be real. And I remember after I had my son, I remember saying, oh my God, I will never do that ever again. It was terrible. It was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. So I was starting to get a little nervous of it, but I'm getting so uncomfortable that I am just so ready. And I'm like, let's do this. Let's make it happen. Let's go. So pretty much any day now. That's why I'm trying to update you guys as much as I can. So, because I don't know if I'll be able to make another video. Maybe the next video hopefully will be her birth vlog. We will see. In the comments, anyone who did test Group B positive, I would like to hear your stories about it. Bad or good, I would like to hear them. I'm just curious on how the experience went for you, how you felt when you found out that you were positive for it. I will show you guys my belly. My belly has gotten huge. Still no stretch marks. I'm so thankful for that. And she still has not dropped. And I don't think she probably will. And they say your second one, you probably won't drop until you're in labor. I will talk to you guys all as soon as I can. Or if not, you guys will see me next in the arrival of my daughter, Evie. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Like always, please hit the thumbs up button. And please, please, please hit subscribe. And I will talk to you guys all again very soon. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.